I'm ready for war.
It's week 10 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chargers and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Barnes. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, Barnes. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, Barnes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to take this turnovers, create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah,
it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. To try again after the sack. Herbert incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Barnes. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. 5-3 their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got it to Williams. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Indy set to go on offense once more. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Taylor. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Barnes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Barnes. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Barnes. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Taylor, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. This is swung out to Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert on 3rd down now. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man, it's Williams. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Barnes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's got this down to the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Play action. It's Herbert. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the option, here's Eckler. And he's brought down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on a try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a play fake here on first down. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, it's Taylor. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 3 yards remain for second down. They run once more with Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Taylor. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield. Oftentimes, it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Barnes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ridiculous.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow! Wow! So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let Taylor try and run, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't be hit.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers down by a field goal. A little under 40 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Herbert to throw. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Herbert. Finding Sutton. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Herbert going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to... the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Come on now.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And here's Rodgers to return. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go!
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 166 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On 3rd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
No, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. 2nd down and 8. Now a give to Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Blankenship's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.